Hey guys, what is up? It is ft.ArayzGotGame here, bringing you guys another episode of Gametype Breakdown. In this game, I will be breaking down free-for-all and telling you guys how you can actually excel at it and maybe be able to win on a constant basis with some of the things I'm going to tell you. Now, the reason I'm doing free-for-all is because I was actually requested by someone to do free-for-all as my next one. So, I was like, I used to be pretty good at free-for-all, so I'll go ahead and do it. And just so you guys know, I have a pretty good record for free-for-all. On Modern Warfare 2, I think I lost only 3 free-for-all matches the whole time I played that entire game. Like, free-for-all was my game type. I'd run around with the UMP and suppressor and just demolish people. But anyway, this gameplay is not about Modern Warfare 2, is it? It's Modern Warfare 3, and I'm going to tell you guys how you guys can win, and hopefully you guys might be able to make a couple little changes to your gameplay and really perfect it. So, first of all, the first thing I gotta tell you all to completely utilize 100% of the time is your radar. If you're not utilizing your radar, you've already lost the game. Why? Because there are those people who run around without assassin on or suppressors on their weapons and stuff, and every time they shoot a bullet or they don't have assassin, or every time they shoot a bullet, they're gonna show up on your UAV or on your radar. So, you know, they're giving away their position every time they launch a bullet out of their gun, which is why assassin is my second perk. It's my second main perk because I try to stay off the radar. Also, that's why I have a suppressor on it. The sight is an aesthetic choice, I guess you could say. I just am more comfortable with the red dot sight. Also, my third perk is marksman, only because this map is foundation, and foundation has got a couple long lines of sights, so, you know, I kind of like to just be able to pick people out, especially when you got snipers who can blend in and stuff. Also, I wanna just say really quickly that always run the specialist strike package. Never run assault or support. Why? Because the only thing that can really help you out in all of those is probably the UAV. The UAV is probably the only thing that's gonna help you out in all of those strike packages, which is why I'm running a portable radar, because the portable radar is like a 50-meter radius UAV, or 50 meters the radar gives off. I think they might have dropped it to 10 or something, but it's still a radar, and it's able to pick up people close to you, and the Claymore is good for watching your back. Now, second of all, I just want to say, make sure one thing that every map has is a hot zone. Every map has a hot zone. This right here where I am right now is considered the hot zone for this map. Why? Because I can see both sides of the map. I can see whoever's moving and who isn't, and I will generally get a lot of kills in this spot. In this spot, I think I pick up 7 or 8 kills as soon as I get here. Why? Because it's where all the spawns spawn around it. So if I can lock down the hot zone of any map, people are coming at me from both sides, I'm able to pick them off one at a time as they're coming. And you know what? They'll keep coming back for more if they know you're there. Also, one thing I can say, you should try to refrain from sitting in a corner. Only because you're never going to win a free-for-all if you're sitting in a corner the whole game. Why? Because there is always one other person running around trying to get kills. And if you're just sitting in a corner with your hopes and dreams waiting for people to run by, you're not going to win. You're going to win a free-for-all match 1 out of every 5 times you play it, if you even win 1 out of 5 times every time you play it, playing with that play style. Also, you'll notice on my strike package, right? I have Sight of Hand as my first perk. I have Dead Silence and Blast Shield. All these things have their own benefit in somewhat way. Blast Shield protects me from flashes and stuns, all that other bullshit, explosions. Dead Silence keeps those sound whores from sound whoring on me. And Sight of Hand. Now, a lot of people might ask why I have Sight of Hand ahead of Dead Silence. Now, the reason I have Sight of Hand ahead of Dead Silence is because free-for-all is a lot of one-on-one gunning, you know, gunning, just action. It's all one-on-one. And God forbid I run out of ammo, I better be able to switch to my secondary fucking quick to pick up that guy and be able to kill him. Also, my first perk, normally I wouldn't recommend this, but being as I'm somebody who tends to go on a lot of kill streaks, I have Scavenger as my main first perk. Why? Because I tend to run out of ammo a lot, and I don't like worrying about ammo. I like to be able to just pick up ammo and keep going. You know, it's such a pain in the ass when you're like completely out of ammo and you gotta sit in a corner and wait for a guy to run by so you can maybe get lucky and knife him and then pick up his gun, and then who the fuck knows what he's running. You know, he might be running a P90 with rapid fire and extended mags with no silencer, and every time you shoot your gun you're gonna show up on the radar. That just, it's not gonna work. You're eventually gonna die, but you know what? Even if you die once, you get your weapon back. So, but who knows? You know, that's your own personal preference. I personally would still keep trying to play even with the unsuppressed weapon, but it's just it's not an advantage whatsoever. And I like to refrain from picking up other weapons just because I don't know what other people run, which is why I ran Scavenger. And Scavenger Pro starts me off with extra mags, so I'm getting 180 bullets right from the start, which I like to do because I tend to use a lot of fucking ammo. But anyway, you know, there also one other thing about free-for-all you always have to keep in mind. You know, try to stay one step ahead of your player or your opponents. You want to play aggressive, but you want to play cautiously. And that's one thing a lot of people don't do. A lot of people play too cautiously and not too aggressive, or some people play too aggressive and not cautiously enough. You know, take your corners slow and stuff like that. You know, you don't have to rush around the fucking corner like this guy. Him rushing around the corner just got him fucked up. And sure enough, I'm able to predict the spawning, and he shows up behind me. You know, which is why I didn't come out of this corner. I was like, and then I saw the strafe run. I was like, okay, the strafe run went by, so I should be able to run now. But one thing, you know, if you're able to stay one step ahead of your opponents, I guarantee you will win free-for-all every time. You know, honestly, free-for-all is all about who is the most aware player. It's not about, you know, who can run around and get the most kills. Like, you notice for me, I'm not running around in the middle of the fucking map. Fuck that. I'm staying out to the outskirts of the map. Why? Because running in the middle is gonna get you shot, and I'm pretty sure you guys have seen that a couple times already. A couple guys have run right out into the middle of the map, and I picked them off and killed them. Running out in the middle of the map is not not a smart idea whatsoever. And a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people try to play free-for-all like they're playing fucking team deathmatch, and that shit just isn't gonna work in free-for-all. Why? Because you're always gonna get people camping. You're always gonna get people camping or playing cautiously. It's just a matter of mixing them both up and being able to apply them both equally enough to the point where you can win the match. But anyway, guys, I'm ArayzGotGame. A like helps me out. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'm out of this motherfucker. Peace.